Hello everybody, good morning. This is Madison the Mad Goddess and welcome back to once again another adventure with Dragon Age Inquisition and our little character Luna. When last we left our intrepid adventurer, we had arrived at Skyhold finally, and now we've got some running around to do. Actually, quite a bit of running around to do. A lot of people to talk to, establishing connections, blah blah blah, all that fun happy shit. So let's do that, and let's try not to kick Sarah out of the Inquisition again.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the elite.
Venatori, we must be vigilant to avert disaster.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspar, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Tedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
I think we had some audio cut out there for a bit, but let's see.
We need to attend this ball.
We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
We have to talk to Josephine again.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
Let's see, let's go with option one.
The people coming know we just survived Corypheus and a dragon.
And they must be confident we are able to do so again. The mages are showing great trust. They need to feel safe here.
I'm gonna move my microphone just a little bit out of the way. Let's go with option two.
After that battle with Corypheus, how could anyone not feel perfectly safe?
I can't stop dwelling on the day he attacked our camp. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
Let's go with four. Let's be sympathetic.
We lost far too many good people to the monster.
I'm sure you'll find rest with the maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lady. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
You don't have to be so formal just because I'm Inquisitor now, Josephine.
Our allies and guests should see you treated with every courtesy, Inquisitor, especially considering the newness of your office. Fortunately, after your courage as Haven, it's no difficult task to do so.
And I think we have to talk to her yet again.
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Corypheus claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
We're going with six because she still doesn't believe in the Maker.
The anchor's nothing more special than a misfired spell.
At least you had the good fortune to take it from Corypheus. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
Only when I know.
Very good, Inquisitor.
And I think one more time.
A situation requires
Yep.
your attention, Inquisitor. Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the Divine's death. They're unusually organized. I recommend we send people to Jadar to deal with the matter.
Let's investigate first.
Will anyone even believe me if I claim I didn't kill the Divine?
Perhaps if they learn about your heroics, we should emphasize how you stopped the bridge devouring the sky. Even in Jada, it may win you a few admirers.
Sorry, I have to scoot my chair in.
What does the nobility gain by saying I murdered Justinia?
A scapegoat to begin with, but I wonder if the Grand Clerics are at work. Those immediately eligible to be divine died at the conclave. The ones remaining were not as favored. They may look upon you as a rival for influence.
Let's send some diplomats.
Let's send some ambassadors to convince Jada I'm not a monster in disguise.
Excellent. I believe there is much to be gained by winning them over.
See, I don't think we have to talk to her again.
Good day to you.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility.
Finally.
They will be gently reminded of this.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
You may see the Countess Lutetia holds. A lovely woman, but her conversations tend towards the unusual. She's the patron of Orlay's greatest naturalists. The Countess's particular passion is collecting butterflies.
That doesn't sound unusual.
She goes into great detail about preserving them. It seems to involve large amounts of chemicals and pins.
Alright, so we have to find the war room. Everybody should be ready to have reported in by now. Enhanced studies. That way, everything that I've already studied, I can get experience for studying again.
I found the money. The Inquisition will compensate the families of those we lost at Haven.
Thank you.
Put Cullen on this. Protect my clan. Ah, quit your bitching.
Inquisitor?
Yeah, quit your bitching. Do not acquire the Arcanist or specializations until you've completed Cole's quest.
My scouts report no signs of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
Now we have to find the blacksmith.
Now, what did they make down here, and what can I make?
Hard and Hightown. I so want to get a copy of those books.
Where's... I've walked away from too many burning buildings for one lifetime. This place, though, it'll be alright. It's Inquisitor now, isn't it? That'll take some getting used to.
You think it's strange to say. It's stranger to hear.
Don't let it go to your head. We need you level. Everyone just got a big hard reason to hate Corypheus. But we already did, but we didn't have a name. You're the surprise, not him.
We left in a hurry, but you got into your old place. Save anything?
Family hammer. It's as stupid as it sounds. It's good to be back at work.
How is this place shaping up as a forge?
Better than Haven ever could be. Not the way I wanted an upgrade, but ever forward.
You've got it all up and running.
Your basics, like always. There's space here for, I don't know what. This place was built for something big. There'll be a job to fill it.
I'll be back later.
I'll be here.
Alright, let's customize Skyhold. Make everything as Dalish as possible. That's the one that I don't have, and I don't know how to get yet. So, I like that one. Go Dalish 2. I don't know why those are unknown. They shouldn't be. Again, that's the one I haven't unlocked yet, so we'll go with Orlais. And Dalish. Just take a quick look in there. Oh, okay, we don't need that. Dump some crap into storage. Finally, a storage unit. And then in order for us to get Skyhold to not be such a disaster, we have to talk to Solus and go through a dream quest. Well, not quest, but sequence.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
Paintings. There will be paintings in here.
Good afternoon.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Loading, loading, loading. Loading, loading, loading. Slow rendering.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
Oh well, such is the state of my game.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
Let's go with 2.
How long can it take to look at a mark on my hand?
A magical mark of unknown origin? Tied to a unique breach in the veil? Longer than you might think. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Of course she did.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes.
That was not me, that was my
Never
husband.
wake up? How could you? Mortals sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
Where to?
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
Let's not go there.
It was that impressive to see me awake.
You had walked in the Fade. I have explored the Fade more than anyone alive. But even I can only visit in dreams. But you might have been able to visit me here while awake.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
He's frustrated over there. Oh, my bedroom. Let's go to the wardrobe, shall we? We'll go with that one. Look at those nice Dalish windows. Aren't they purty? Isn't that purty?
They have certainly spared no expense.
Let's go judge the prisoner. Alexius. Magister Alexius. We're gonna make him study magic. If you don't have arcane studies, you can't have him do that. You just give them to Redcliffe's mages. But with arcane studies perks, you can have him studying magic for
Is it
you.
not fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong. You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
Still more lives in my hands.
You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Let's begin.
Is there anyone I should judge?
The throne when you're ready. We will bring him before you.
See who approves and who disapproves.
You recall Garion Alexius of the Winter.
Yeah.
The Winter has
We'll skip
disowned
through
and
that.
stripped him of his rank.
I remember what...
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer nothing more in your defense?
You've won nothing. The people you say the acclaim you've gathered,
you'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
Your magic was theoretically impossible, Alexius. I could use people like you. Your sentence is to serve under guard as a researcher on all things magical for the Inquisition.
No execution. Very well.
Okay. Well, Cassandra seems to have disapproved. Yeah, ding. Leveled up. That's gonna go into there. Alright. Let's get these conversations over with. Oh, let me read that. Back up over here. Let's read that. We're only going to have one full conversation with him, and everything else we're going to skip through.
Sleep well?
I've never done anything like that before. Do you regularly talk to people in dreams?
No. Consider that one more rule you have effortlessly broken in your rise to power. I had no idea that the Anchor would allow you to dream with such focus. It is truly remarkable. But I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
Alright.
I'd like to hear more.
I would be happy to share it.
Tell me about the...
I found the ruin, volcanic. There were statues in the ashes. Like,
Tell me about...
I met a friendly with subtlety, the matchmaker, so I called her.
Tell me about the...
I saw a savage, primal new, though their cause was all but hopeless.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Let's grab his personal quest.
Something wrong with your tea?
It is tea. I detest this stuff. But this morning, I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
You just have to ask.
One of my oldest friends has been captured by mages, forced into slavery. I heard the cry for help as I slept.
When your friend was captured, how did he... she...
It.
It.
My friend is a spirit of wisdom. Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world through the rifts, it was dwelling quite happily in the Fade. It was summoned against its will. It wants my help to gain its freedom and return to the Fade.
I thought spirits wanted to find their way into this world.
Some do, certainly. Just as many Orlesian peasants wish they could journey to exotic Ravane. But not everyone wants to go to Ravane. My friend is an explorer, seeking lost wisdom and reflecting. It would happily discuss philosophy with you, but it had no wish to come here physically.
Do you have any idea what the mages want with your friend?
No. It knows a great deal of lore and history, but a mage could learn that simply by speaking to it in the Fade. It is possible that they seek information it does not wish to give, and intend to torture it.
All right, let's go get your friend.
Thank you. I got a sense of my friend's location before I awoke. I'll mark it on our map.
Alright, let's get all these out of the way.
I'd like to hear more.
I would be happy to share it. I found an ancient dwarf, 1,000 in the middle. One small one.
Tell me about...
The Alamari crossed. I met the spirit, great for Elden formed, because a lonely spirit drove her prey away.
Tell me about...
I saw a dwarf emerge into the light. Tears were streaming, and he laid the rock down gently. And he...
We'll talk later.
How can I help?
I'd like to hear more about what you...
I would be happy to share it.
Tell me about the old...
I found in the Gokari wilds a humble cottage far removed from many of the simple, chastened tribesmen.
Plymouth.
Trees and weeds had not reclaimed the home, nor did the chastened dare to come and steal the trinkets still remaining. It was empty, long abandoned, but the world feared that you might return.
If you play Dragon Age Origins, you would recognize that that is referring to Plymouth's hut.
Tell me about it.
I found an ancient spirit who had once been undisputed king of almost every land I had discovered. Like pride or rage, it was the Fade's reflection of a feeling. When I asked which one it was, the spirit faltered. They've forgotten, said the spirit. There remains no word for what I was.
I'd like to know what he's talking about with that one.
Tell me about the old...
I saw a young canary in every loaf sheep, and this act of small rebellion brought...
We'll talk later.
Goodbye. Left alone.
I'd like to hear more about...
I think I have shared everything of note. I should spend some time encountering more stories.
I need to know more about Corypheus.
We spoke of this on our travels to Skyhold. What more can I tell you? Cassandra and Varric seem more familiar with their adversary.
You've given me good counsel before. I could use some now.
My apologies, Inquisitor. My poor manners shame me. I claim no secret wisdom, but I will guess as best I can.
I would like to know more about the orb he carries.
As I said, that must be the means by which he created the breach. I suspect the blast that destroyed the Conclave was more accident than anything. The result of unlocking power that had sought release for ages. What I cannot understand is how he managed to survive such an explosion.
You said that you believed the orb is Elven.
I never would have believed a Devinter mage could unlock such a powerful relic. It clearly enhances his abilities.
I like how he avoids actually answering the question.
Like the power to control the Archdemon.
Indirectly, one assumes. Nothing in any law connects my people to the old god dragons who became archdemons.
My people, not our people. Hint, hint.
What do you think Corypheus will do next?
You shamed him when you destroyed Haven. Spoiled his glorious victory. It would be worse to acknowledge that you had done so. He must continue on his course or show weakness. He will return to his plans to throw Olay into chaos, and then conquer it for Devinter.
You're sure that's what he'll do?
As certain as is possible. Assuming I can plausibly predict a man who seeks to rise to godhood.
And can you?
The key is understanding this. No real god need prove himself. Anyone who tries is mad or lying. His deception will undo him, as it has done countless fools before.
What can you tell me about the source of Corypheus's power?
According to the law, the ancient Magistars of Devinter received guidance from the old gods. Corypheus commands a false archdemon, a corrupted old god. This suggests he no longer sees himself as their minion. Some of his unique power comes from the corruption of the blight. The rest may come from the orb he carries.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Alright, that shit's done and out of the way. Let's try to talk to Gatsby real quick.
Honored, Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhall. Did my part on the walls. Don't know it's worth to the fight exactly, but...
Where did you learn your skills?
He's the one who's going to take care of the mosaic pieces for us.
Looking at it.
Any ideas about the origins of these reliefs?
Oh, I suppose the scene is
The 100 Pillars?
damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't
Do you have insight into the story?
Tell you what, you finish one, who better, right? A good dwarven.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Just talk to him so we can get him working on the titles. Or the tiles, mosaic pieces. And let's talk to Madame Snob.
Maker, you're a mess. Let me have a look at you. Are you all right, my dear? Were you hurt? You look dreadful.
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
You bear it well. Good. The troops will take their cue from your composure. Now, let's keep up appearances. That the enemy struck a serious blow against you in the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
I'm not going to forgive what happened at Haven. Corypheus will answer for what he's done.
Just make sure you put it to good use. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. Act first and teach them to fear it. I think you know what needs to be done, my dear.
Yeah, go to your station.
So, this is Skyhold. Come. We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
On the other hand, that means he can see us from miles away.
Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
I'm grateful for your support.
Look, in spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
Nope.
I wish they'd understand that I'm really nobody.
You're somebody. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter.
That's okay. I need to be on the battlements anyway to talk to Varric and meet Hawk. In this variation of the game, Hawk is female because that's what I played. Female mage. We'll just go with custom. No, I didn't want to go with custom. I wanted to go with default. Yeah, forget it. Let's give her that. And here she comes.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
No, I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
Impressive view. Reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
You're lucky it was just a single city.
I feel you, Hawk.
I've got half of Thedas.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible, but we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Loghain. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
Taryn Loghain, the infamous traitor.
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was bred. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend and the Wardens will know more.
I appreciate the help.
I'm doing this as much for myself as for you. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
Let's talk to Hawk a little bit.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
My sister's a Grey Warden. I had my friend Aveline take her as far from Orlais as possible. When all the Wardens started acting strangely, I had to keep my family safe. Fenris would have killed himself to protect me. I didn't want to give him that chance.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's all Tevinter magic. But he was dead, I swear it.
Okay, calm down, Hawk.
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up and the Exalted March never came.
Anders.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
Complicated. It's not like the minstrels make it out to be. He's not just a monster. Or a hero. Maybe he's both. He was trying to change the world. He knew it couldn't happen peacefully.
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
Blondie being Varric. I mean, not Varric, Anders.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Alright. Now we have to deal with the fight between Cassandra and Varric. I hate long drawn out conversations, especially when there's so many of them.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Hey, enough! You're taking his side? I said enough!
Oh, I got feisty.
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but she had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
Let's go with 3.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept her secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
I understand.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed him.
Alright, let's get through this.
But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
What if you hadn't believed him and you'd tracked...
Honestly, Hawk might not even have a group. She supported the Mage Rebellion after all. She wouldn't have trusted me for a second. I should have been more careful. I don't deserve to be here.
Have you looked at our Inquisition, Cassandra? We're all fools here. More at home, maybe.
I want you to know. I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of... But he did. You're not what I pictured.
I'm not what anybody pictured because I'm an elf.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Let me say this real quick.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Our internet is being spotty today, so I definitely need to make sure I do saves. It was down all night. wasn't last night and well into the morning.
Hey, boss.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time. I promise.
Tanner. I'm from Jada. When?
Mira.
Don't care.
Share a drink. Who's your friend?
This is Grim. She doesn't talk much.
Huh.
So,
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and be...
well,
I just couldn't spend my...
what about
Blah 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 blah.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
But those two soldiers might think you're an asshole.
So?
It was good to get that perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that. No matter what comes next.
Alright, let's see if we can go make nice with Sarah and not kick her out of the Inquisition.
Lots of... So, Inquisitor. It is Inquisitor. Now, remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little badges I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Droste, what does step in?
Maybe nobody saw this coming, but you knew how he got the job.
I know what people said, but people believe all sorts of shite when they're scared. Swear at a farmer and you've cursed his crops. Spill the salt and you're dead by dawn. Dance through town in a goat's head and children, people never had, go missing.
I can't help you if you don't explain what's wrong exactly.
It's got to be nonsense, doesn't it? We're kind of screwed if it isn't. I mean, that Coryphi thing. A magister, right? Story is, he cracked the Golden City. But that's a hazy dream. If not, seat of the Maker, real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker, real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world, real things. It's too much, isn't it? How pretty are you that I actually think this shite is possible?
You joined to help the little people caught up in this. But do you believe or not?
In Andraste? Of course.
But you doubt what you're seeing and hearing.
It can't be true. Even fanatics don't want to be this right. Please be good enough.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down, and everything goes back to normal. A nice, well-paid normal.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? Thanks for all this, and I'll see you here. Right, yeah?
Alright, well, we got some approval rating from Sarah, which is good. Let's go talk to Blackwell real quick about the wardens being corrupted. We can skip through his conversation because it's not important. We'll do look for coal and everything like that in a minute.
I don't need you, sister.
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. As exciting as wandering the wood, it's good to be part of something so important. Something...
I'm pleased that you feel that way.
Makes me sound like a chantry, but so be it. I suppose you've... you are who you choose.
Ah, the Grand
Someone
Tourney
told me that
bullshit.
once.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier.
Definitely skipping.
Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the medal.
What is this grand tour?
You've never heard of it? It's a spectacle. But the greatest part is that
How did he help you?
there were 100 men on the field. The knight and I had forged an alliance. The goal, Down as many opponents as possible.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chef. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
You're here now. A Grey Warden. It worked out.
I suppose it did, but I'm older. I'm here.
Oh, I need to get to a pause point soon. Need to use the bathroom.
What sort of...
Corypheus.
And need more coffee.
I could very well explain why so many have disappeared. If I start hearing things, I promise you'll be the first to know.
Let's talk about the...
The Wardens.
How do the Warden...
Short answer.
I'll trust that you know what you're talking...
We'll manage, if it comes to that. As you wish. I'm here.
How much do you know about...
Not much. I always thought the stories of... I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one of them.
Do you know if there are more Darkspawn like...
I don't know. I'm not sure any Warden knows. No? I suppose they don't. It's been thousands of years. You'd think the Wardens would have managed to kill the first Darkspawn by now.
Don't the Grey Wardens know everything about...
You don't have to know how a Darkspawn came, and the world will be better off if people focused on defeating evil.
Let's discuss something else. What do you think of the Inquisition?
This Inquisition is everyone's best friend. How Josephine managed to pull that off is beyond me.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Alright, let me pause this. And I will be right back. Alright, we are back. And, we finished talking to Blackwell. I don't know the fuck else we need to talk to. Let's go. Oh, that's right, Cullen. Dorian, Liliana. Let's go ahead and get this over with.
Men to scout the...
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been
Very good. Now. We set up as best we could at Haven. Could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was.
Is everything all right?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many did we lose?
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low. It's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Inquisitor Llewellyn. It sounds odd, don't you think?
Not at all.
Is that the official response?
I suppose it is. But it's the truth. We needed a leader. You have proven yourself.
You responded quickly to the... I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you.
Hazel, stop.
I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
Cat's acting up. It's daytime, she wants the windows open. It's too cold.
Was there something you needed?
Is there anything I should know?
Repairs to Skyhold's fortification. We are fortunate Solus knew of this place.
Is there...
I've gotten used to mages disliking me. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
What do you think?
What do you mean?
Didn't mean to ask
I should
that.
get back to work.
Oh, wait.
Did you need something?
Is there anything I should know?
Sarah brought me a piece of cake. She thought I looked hungry.
Why are you telling me this?
Because it was either an act of kindness or a trap. I was hoping you knew which.
Alright, that's all.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Bitch.
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
Cole warned us about Corypheus at Haven. He saved a lot of lives.
And what will its help cost? How many lives will this demon later claim?
Nah.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
Explain, please.
In my studies, demons either possessed something from this world or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
The demons who came through the breach or through the rifts weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat.
Cat,
White pain.
get out of there.
Everything burns.
Get out from underneath my desk.
I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
Sorry, my cat's acting up.
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Stay.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt. The helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
All right. Help him.
It's all right. I want to stay.
Alright, there. That's done. Which means now we can pick up his quest. Which is such a fucking pain in the ass. And my cat is trying to get up into the window. The bay window. Little bitch.
How do you know they won't attack you?
It's too cold to open a window for her.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, making the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
Hold on a second, people. Alright, good. I got her away from there. Alright, let's go grab the daggers. Avoid the kitchen.
Strangest thing, when I reached down, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it? In a barrel. The thing was filled to the brim with daggers. Got the strangest feeling. I know someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
Swing back down to the tavern. Let's see if the healers are in there talking about the plums and the windowsill. Oh, I chose the wrong one. Now we need to talk to Cassandra one more time to grab her personal quest now.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Of course.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents, and I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate. Another time,
then. We could certainly do that.
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
That's what we wanted to hear.
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, Your Worship. You need anything, let me know.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the judges?
I suspect Haven's quiet by now. Might be worth sending the boys back. We could recover some supplies, get an idea about the enemy's strength. We could even pick up any stragglers who haven't found Skyhold yet.
We'll talk later.
Let's see. Does Bull have anything to say?
What can I do for you?
Nope.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Let's pick up this song that's sitting here. Battles of Thetis, the Shards, and Patron of the Arts I have never completed. And I've gotten so close. Nor the throne or the bed, Dalish bed or Dalish throne.
Any stories?
Oh, plenty. No one. Interesting, though.
Our struggle is young. Rest assured, intrigue begets begetting.
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you can take your hand off your crossbow.
Let's skip this.
I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition.
I know, Varric.
I keep hoping. Maybe it's all. I know.
Because he's got a lot to say, and
Corypheus is back.
You said he was a darkspawn.
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows. He's definitely a dark. He thinks he's a magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the gold.
We'll talk to this warden friend of Hawk's and draft a plan to kill.
We didn't just think he was dead. It makes me wonder.
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carter clan. Made them drink darkspawn blood. Weird shit. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Cat?
There has to be a way to defeat Corypheus. We'll find it. Don't worry.
I hope. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
Brutally murdered is not really the same as unleashed upon the world,
Yes it is.
In this case, it might be. But you've got more important things to do.
That was a nice hint towards Corypheus. Corypheus' nature.
Best advice. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make... You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Yeah.
Please don't tell me you're going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back. You up for a game of Wicked Grace? What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
I want to know more about
I'll tell you what I can.
I've seen it infect people like a disease and turn them to...
That's a good question. The people I've had studying the stuff say you need to actually touch it. But it seems to take time. But how it works, and if it can be cured, they haven't figured out.
What could the Templars want with it?
In Kirk, before it turned to ritual. Maybe they thought the power was worth it, or maybe they didn't know the consequences.
I think that's an...
Yeah, not...
I think there was one more thing about Red Lyrium he had to say.
I want to know more.
I'll tell you what I can.
How did the Red...
I don't know. And it's locked in a vault in Kirkwall. One I had built.
I think that's an...
Yeah.
Alright, now we need to talk to him about Corypheus.
Someone to talk your ear off.
Yep.
I think I can manage.
What can you tell me about this Corypheus?
I'm not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
How did you first
A few years back, I was dealing with some trouble from a Carter clan. They were sending assassins after the Hawk family. It turned out to be a trap. The whole thing was a prison the Grey Wardens were using to hold what they thought was a powerful Darkspawn.
I've never heard of Wardens locking up Darkspawn. Why wouldn't they just kill him and be done?
I don't think they could. From what we saw in there, Corypheus can control Wardens. The Wardens locked him up because there was nothing else they could do.
He looks like some sort of blighted creature, but he speaks.
The Wardens who imprisoned him thought he was just a Darkspawn. But you heard him ranting. He claims he's a Magister. One who assaulted the Golden City, what, more than 1,000 years ago? It seems crazy, but if he's telling the truth...
You and Hawk both said before he was supposed to be dead.
He was dead. The only way for us to escape the prison Corypheus was trapped in was to go through him. We weren't going to just leave the door to his prison open behind us and hope he was dead. We made sure.
All right. I think that's enough about...
No problem.
Alright, so we got plums, we got the turnips, and we got the daggers. So, let's go to the war table real quick. And... journey on. We'll go to the hinterlands. We'll just pop in and pop back out so that we can complete those tasks. Get them over with. Kill the stream for a little bit so I can have breakfast.
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
At your service. Let's see what we have.
Oh, let's go back. Let's scout that. Let's come over here. Scout the Exalted Plains so we can do Solus's personal quests. All new fated for her. Ah, need one more for the Western approach. We'll get that. Let's see. Actually, we'll do that in the hinterlands, but not yet. Not until after we're done with Cole's quest. Because I'll get distracted and screw it up. So let's pop out. Go to the hinterlands. Go to this location. Doesn't matter what location. Don't need a party because I'm popping right back out. Like I said, you avoid going to the kitchen until you've completed the plums in the windowsill, the burnt turnips, and the stolen daggers. Once you've completed all 3 of those, then you can grab the 2 quests that are in the kitchen, but still avoid the tavern until you've completed the bread quest. Which you'll see how that works with this. Alright. Pop back out to Skyhold. I might not actually be able to stream until much later today. Once I'm done with this, I have some errands to run first. Which is still pretty early in the morning, but oh well. I try to break my streams up into as small chunks as possible, even though they're very large. Even no matter how hard I try to keep them smaller, so it makes it easier for me to export them to YouTube. Okay, so first we want to come over here to the main entranceway. And stand here next to these 2.
The soldiers make me nervous. Sitting around here, tempers get short, and fighting. I saw one soldier reach for his belt like he was going to draw a dagger on the man he was arguing with. It was lucky he'd lost his dagger, or there'd have been more than a bloody nose.
Alright, that completes the daggers quest. If there are 2 soldiers standing there, you get the soldiers.
The spiderwebs help stop the bleeding, and they prevent wounds from getting infected. Gather as many as you can. The strangest thing, though, I can't recall where I heard that. I think I remember a young man.
Okay. Do a quick save. Now we have to pop back out because we need the soldiers to populate right in that same area. So pop out to the hinterlands. If the stream dies, it's because the internet, they're still working on. We have a lot of fallen lines and trees and shit like that from yesterday's storm. Okay, let's head back to Skyhold. So if that happens, you'll know why. I think our next big conversation piece with Iron Bull is going to be after we kill a dragon, which don't plan on doing until I reach level 12 or 13, which is not too far off. We'll kill our first dragon that we kill will be the one in the hinterlands. There's the soldiers for the burn turnips quest.
Stefan finally died. It was a blessing, really. He's been in so much pain since Haven. He was out of his mind at the end. He smiled, said he smelled his mother's turnip stew, and slipped away.
Still have some rendering issues. There we go. Alright, so those 3 are completed. Let's save. Which means we can now head down to the kitchen.
We can't fight a god.
Let's talk to Josephine real quick, because I think we have a personal quest for her as well.
He spent his life in the circle. Perhaps a tailored coat from Valroyo? He can't wear armor all the time.
He will appreciate the gesture, Lady Ambassador.
That's a polite way of saying he wouldn't like it, isn't it?
I'm assuming they're talking about Cullen.
And what else did Lady Porcidia say?
Skip.
Anything else?
Skip.
She said she'd have...
Skip.
That does sound like...
Skip.
Cheer up, Josie.
Skip.
You always do
Skip.
We are in the midst of
Skip.
cementing and it's become a somewhat...
Skip.
delicate task.
Can I do anything to help?
Skip.
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I
Skip.
dissuaded her from sending so...
Skip.
Lady Porcidia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
Skip.
Dealing with so many demanding...
It's no less intense than my days at court.
Skip.
But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antigua.
Skip.
It was always useful to discuss the days...
I have time if you'd like to
Skip.
review things with...
I wouldn't wish to impose. Well,
Skip.
I admit there are a few potential alliances it would be good to discuss. Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
Sounds like you took a
And
piss.
Old Lurking.
Right, skip.
And Sarah. Then there's Dorian.
Skip.
Not to mention.
Skip. Oh yeah, we haven't talked to Dorian.
Have we been here an hour?
It went by so
Skip.
quickly, I didn't even notice.
You're far too polite.
Skip.
I didn't intend to go on for so long.
Skip.
You must think me quite the gossip.
Take
No
that
one
one.
else here has your experience, Josephine. Or your stories.
Skip.
But I leave feeling like...
Skip. Why does everybody want to talk in my bedroom? The fuck? Alright, let's go down to the kitchen. I want to complete Cole's quest before talking to the rest of the people here in Skyhold. So we still have to talk to Cullen again. We have to talk to Liliana. We have to talk to Dorian, and then Josephine one more time.
First, a full wheel of Antibes small cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
Okay. And save this. Let's get rid of these. We don't need these anymore. Save the game. Remember, avoid going into the tavern at all costs. Because you want to go back to the kitchen to pick up the bread quest. And you still want to avoid the tavern until you complete the bread quest, or you can't complete it. It really doesn't matter, but it stays in the conversation piece. You can never complete the conversation piece, and you don't get the full approval rating from Cole. We want full approval ratings from Cole. That's the goal. And to eliminate that out of the conversation entirely. Otherwise, it'll just sit there in a loop because it's not completed. So just pop back to any camp, anywhere. It doesn't matter as long as you're in camp. You're not going to get attacked. You don't need to party. Pop back to Skyhold. I'm going to keep the Skyhold stream a separate stream from when we start questing. Which means I won't be talking to anybody else in this stream. I'm just going to do the Cole quest. And other than setting all of my settings down to low or off, there's absolutely nothing I can do about making it stream render better in a stream. I have very little things on high, very little things on medium, quite a few things on low, a couple of things turned off completely. And I still get this shit. So it's not my computer. It's just the stream. So, head back down to the kitchen. Sometimes the cook takes a while to talk. Or whatever he is. So just stand here and wait for him to talk. Hello? Talk.
When I find out who's been throwing fresh bread up on the battlements, there'll be consequences, mark my words. Strange. Yesterday I thought I saw someone taking a loaf, but I can't quite recall.
Okay. Now we can go... Oh, no, we can't go to the tavern. Go back to the Netherlands. Because we want to complete bread. And to finish the bread quest, you just need to go down by where the injured people are. The infirmary area on the ground. Ground level. To the tents. And there will be two people sitting down talking to each other. And that'll complete bread. So let's head back to Skyhold. You'd figure with all this traveling back and forth that this rendering bullshit wouldn't happen, but it does. Come on, Skyhold. Get to it. This is one of the other reasons I don't like games that are embedded in things like Origins, Try-Ons, you know, Steam, etc. I prefer them to be standalone, but this is the trend and has been for a couple years now, and it probably will stay that way. Swing over here to these two sitting on the ground.
That soldier I told you about? He's still hanging on. It's a miracle after what he went through. Every morning he looks at the battlements from his bed and says, I'm not going to die until winter comes.
Alright, now we can head to the tavern. Hey, Scott Harding. Head to the bar.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
Alright. Save that. One more time. So we have to go back down to the kitchen to complete this quest. Tedious as fuck. Oh my god. But if I don't do them right away, I will forget all about them. And if you get specializations for the Inquisitor and acquire the Arcanist, you can't do them at all. Or you can't complete them if you picked up a couple of them. If they're not complete, you can't talk to Cole and complete them. It cuts off all your abilities to complete those Cole conversation pieces. Now, you may not give a fuck, but I do. I like getting it done. No matter how tedious it is. No matter how time consuming it is. I feel that getting approval ratings with my favorite playable characters are not important, but preferred for me. And regardless if I'm not romancing with Solus, I like to get his approval ratings up so he doesn't kill me at the end in Trespasser. It's bad enough he takes my fucking arm off. Alright. Once again. To the kitchen. I wish it didn't take so long to load this. Yeah. You don't like it? You don't like my decisions? You're not happy with them? Leave Skyhold. Go somewhere else. Go home. Alright, back into the kitchen.
So bad today. The cook was in a jolly mood. She didn't shout at all, even when I dropped the ladle.
And we're done. So, let's head on up to the tavern. Let's take the quick way to the tavern. And let's talk to Cole and finish these quests off. These conversation pieces.
I'm telling you, I saw who I saw.
We gotta look for him first.
What are you doing?
Let's skip this.
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for notes. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, tin jangle as the blood spills. Pierre's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry. 5 more minutes. My fault.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you do something for her?
It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
Just wait and watch.
You can't save all of them.
What?
Like Pierre getting sick after you snuck out to Aunt Eloise's pond. You want it to be your fault. So there's a reason, and it's not so frightening. But there is no reason. Pierre just got sick. The soldier was never going to live. It wasn't your fault. Better.
So you walk into their lives, make them feel better, and they just forget you?
Yes. It's better to help and then be gone. If I stay, it can be frightening.
For you or for them?
Yes. Thank you for letting me help her. It's not how a person would do it. But it helped. That's what matters.
Alright, so head back into the tavern. Now we can talk to Cole about these conversation pieces. Which I'm gonna skip through them. But you do want to do them in a specific order. Let me move that.
Roderick was sorry before he died.
Ah, God, Roderick.
I wasn't aware you and Roderick were acquainted.
He was hurt. Red inside from the Templar, but red outside from the Templar too. Needed help to walk. He called me a fine young man. He said he was sorry for what he did to you.
Did he tell you why he was sorry?
The herald stands against it, and heads turn. Desperate and simple. Pure. Voices in the chantry. Years since I'd sung this song. So long since I'd felt it. Falling, flying, faith, and I fought her. Make her forgive me. I hope I did enough.
Alright, talk to him again.
It all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
No idea what he's talking about with that one.
I've heard about some oddities here in the keep. Was that...
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
You're hoarding daggers.
Someone found a barrel full of misplaced...
They were safer there.
You're stopping fights.
Safer than on someone's belt.
They would have been sad later.
Number 4.
Can I assume you're responsible for the turn...
They don't smell the same, Raw.
4.
You needed that soldier to smell them so he could die thinking he'd gone home.
He did go home.
Number 4 again.
Someone is leaving peeled plums on the windowsill. It's a...
Spiders need to eat.
Number 4 again.
And healers need something to treat infected wounds. Like...
The plums are already dead. They don't mind helping.
Number 1.
Have you been stealing bread and throwing...
You couldn't see the birds if I left it on the ground.
Number 4.
I heard of a badly injured soldier. The healer said that every morning, the soldier watches the birds eating bread on the rooftop.
It's not winter until the birds leave.
And now you can do this one.
Someone stole an entire cheese.
Mice like cheese.
Do mice also like bowls of
That was for the cats.
Number 4.
So the cheese lures the mice, and the mice lure the cats, and then they smell the mint.
Mint makes the cats dance and play.
4.
Then the cook laughs at the cats instead of yelling at the scullery maids.
Kitchen fires are hot. She needs to make it all work. So many voices hurting.
There we go.
No one meets. Tiny chances to make them better. You understand.
Keep it up.
I appreciate what you're doing, Cole.
Too many to ever be done. A sea of tears, but everyone gets a chance.
Alright. We're gonna go stand in front of the war room, and I'm gonna kill this stream and go have breakfast. Well, let's check the war room first. See if anybody's done with anything. Nope. Let's see. 3 hours. 19 minutes. 10 minutes.
Did you see the message I sent?
So we should have 2 done by the time I come back. Alright, so let's save the game right here. Like so. And I will stream later when I get a chance. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. Ciao.